Have you ever just poured everything you have into something only to watch it fall flat? Yeah, we've all been there. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the single biggest reason our best plans fail. And, more importantly, we're going to talk about how to fix it for good.
So let me ask you something. When the money's tight and things are stalling, it's so easy to point fingers, right? Blame the economy, blame the competition. But what if the real problem isn't out there? What if it's right here? And how you're making your choices?
Let's be really clear about this. Your real enemy, the thing that's holding you back, it isn't bad luck. It's bad guessing. It's this quiet, invisible habit of choosing a hunch over the hard facts. And believe me, it is costing you way more than you think.
Okay, so let's break this down. What exactly is this guessing game, and what's the real price you're paying to play it? Because it's a lot more expensive than you realize.
Let's actually give this enemy a name. Speculation. You know what this is. It's launching that new thing without really knowing if anyone wants it. It's making a huge career change based on a feeling. It's that whole, let's just try it and see approach that almost always leads to a dead end. But why do we do it? I mean, if it's so destructive, why is guessing our default setting? Well, the reasons are actually deep in our psychology, and understanding them is the very first step to breaking free.
Just look at these two columns for a second. Which one sounds more like you? The one on the left, the guessing mindset. It's vague, it's passive, it's full of maybes. But the evidence mindset on the right, it's active, it's sharp, it hunts for the truth. One leads to paralysis, the other leads to clarity.
So why do we cling to guessing? It really comes down to one single, uncomfortable truth. A truth most of us try really hard to avoid. And it's this: data does not care about your ego.
I mean, let's be honest, right? It stings to be wrong. Our ego's job is to protect us, to make us feel like we've got it all figured out. But data doesn't play that game. It's like that brutally honest friend who tells you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. And that's exactly why it's so powerful.
So, if guessing is the poison, then what's the antidote? Well, it's evidence. It's making that shift from speculating to actually investigating. And trust me, it's a total game changer. Now, forget everything you think you know about the word research. This is not about dusty libraries or writing some complex academic paper. This is about being a detective in your own life. Applied research is just the art of using real-world clues to solve your real-world problems, and absolutely anyone can do it.
Let me show you exactly how this works with a quick story. So there was this cafe owner, and sales were dropping. The business was really in trouble, and he knew he had to do something fast.
His gut, his first instinct, was screaming, "Lower the prices." It's a classic panic move, right? And it honestly could have ruined him. But instead, he just took a breath and he looked at the data. And what he found changed everything. The problem wasn't his prices, it was the clock.
And boom, right there, the data didn't just give him a vague hint, it gave him a bullseye. Evening sales are down 40%. Suddenly, it's not some big, scary, undefined problem. It's a mission. The enemy was no longer invisible. So instead of that desperate move to slash prices across the board, he launched targeted, smart solutions. A new evening-only menu, better lighting to make the place feel more inviting after dark, special combo offers to draw people in. The result? He fixed the actual problem, because data led him right to it.
Now the best part is that the cafe owner's success wasn't a fluke. He wasn't just lucky. He followed a simple, repeatable process that you can use for literally any problem in your life. Let's break it down.
Here it is. This is your new decision-making playbook. Just 3 steps. Define, dig, decide. First, define the problem with laser focus. Not sales are down, but evening traffic is down 30%. Second, dig for the data. Get the facts, not just feelings. And third, decide with confidence, knowing you're backed by proof, not just hope.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? Following this process takes luck completely out of the equation. Success stops being a random roll of the dice and becomes the result of a solid, repeatable system.
All right, let's wrap this up by looking at what's really at stake here. This is about the choice you make every day, the choice between being a guesser and becoming an investigator.
Just for a second, think about your last bad decision. What did it really cost you? And I'm not just talking about money. It cost you time you can never get back. It cost you energy. And maybe worst of all, it chipped away at your confidence, at your belief in yourself. The price of guessing is always higher than we think.
And this is so important to remember. Guessing feels easy. It feels cheap and fast in the moment. It requires zero effort. But in the long run, it is without a doubt the most expensive habit you have. You know, this is the real secret of the most successful people out there. They're not necessarily smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They are just intensely more curious. They're obsessed with asking, wait a minute, what is actually happening here? So next time you face a problem, don't just react, get curious.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The competition, it's not as tough as you think it is. Probably 90% of people are just guessing their way through life. The very moment you decide to stop guessing and start understanding, you're already ahead of almost everyone else. Are you ready to make that leap?
This is it. This is your new mantra. Write it down, stick it on your monitor, whatever you have to do. Smart people don't guess, they investigate. Leave the gambling and the hoping to everyone else. Your future is way too important to leave to chance. Now, go find the truth.